Hello friends, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, let's discuss how we can arrange the layer settings. Layer setting is very important in AutoCAD drawing. So when you draw any drawing, you have to set up different types of layers. So let's see how we can set up the different types of layers. There are many options are available, like we can switch on the layer, we can switch off the layers. If we don't want that layer, we can switch off that layer. We can isolate the layers. So let's discuss one by one how we can arrange the layer settings. First, you have to understand about this layer property manager. So this is the layer tab. You click on this layer control, you will be getting all the layers. Here we don't have much layers, we have only zero layer, def points and some tag. So let me tell you about the zero layer. This is the layer which will be having, which the AutoCAD drawing will be having as a default one, and def points also the same. Def points means definitions for dimensions. So this is the layer which is specifically created for the dimensions. So you are not supposed to delete this zero layer and the def points layer. This sum tag is the layer which is created by me. So let me show you how we can add other layers. Before that, let me tell you about this layer property manager. So here on the left corner, you will be having the layer property manager. If you click on this, you will get all the layer details over here. See, the current layer is 0. Current layer is the layer which you can see on this top of the tab. Whatever the layer you wish to, if you wish to change the current layer as something else apart from 0, that also can be done. And here this is new layer. If you wanted to add a new layer, you can add the layer name. If you click on this, you will be getting this tab over here under the name. You can change the layer name over here. Just delete this one, and then I'm going to name it as line. And then see here you have the options like on and then freeze. This is lock, this is print and color, line type, line weight and all you will be getting here. So these options and all for our convenient. If you wanted to switch on the layer, you can keep it on, or else if you want to switch off the layer, see, just I have clicked on it, it turned switched off. Now again, if you wanted to switch it on, just click on this, you will get the layer on now. And if you wanted to make this one as freeze, you can make it. And if you wanted to lock this, and if you wanted to lock this layer, you can click on this, and unlocking can be done over here. So in this way, you can do these kind of alterations in this tab. And next one is a new layer VP frozen in all viewport. Create a new layer and that freezes in all existing layout viewport. This button is accessible from the model tab or the layout tab. That means, like, see, according to this, if you put some layer in this new layer VP, so here you have the model tab and the layout tab. At the bottom you have the model tab and the layout tab. You can get the access even in the layout tab by using this option. And this one is layer delete. It deletes all the selected layers other than 0 and def points. You can read over here. You can delete only unreferenced layers. Reference layers include layers 0 and def points. Layer containing object including object in block definitions, the current layer, X-reference dependent layers, everything will get deleted by using this option. And next one is set current. If you use this option, you can select the layer and then you can make that layer as the current layer. That's all about these 4 options. Now we know all details about the layer settings. Here I have the architectural drawing. Let me show you how we can create a new layer and set up different layers for different objects. For example, if we have a door, window, how we can put different layers and how we can make the layer isolate, how we can do the layer on, off, everything we will discuss now. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer. So for that you have to click on this layer setting, and then this is the option which we have to use it to create a new layer. So I'm going to create a new layer for window and door names. door number. So this layer I've created. So if you go and see window and door number. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all these door number and window number. If you want to unselect some objects, you can press the shift key and then you can deselect the object whichever you don't want. See, now all the doors and window numbers has been selected. Now go to this layer option and then select this window and door number. So that means if you select, now it is in 0 layer, you can see here. If you select this window and door anywhere, that layer will appear here. That means these objects are under this layer. See, I'm selecting this door, it is under window and door number. Next, what we can do, we can create again a new layer called text and then close. If you go and see, there is a new layer called text. So let's select all the text and then put it under that layer. So all the text has been selected. Now go to that layer text and then just put it on that layer. I think this one is missed, so I'm going to put this one also in this layer. Now all the text are in one layer. Next, what we can do, we can select all the columns and then we can put it under the layer called, already the layer is there, structural column. So we can put all the columns under this layer. So I'm going to select this. All the columns has been selected. Now go to this one, put under structural column. So we have changed the layers of many objects. Now I'm going to show you how we can do the layer off. Okay, so you can just go to this one and then select this door and window, and here we can just switch off this one, window and door. See, there is no objects are seen over here. And again, if you want to switch it on, go here and then just click on this, so that all the objects will be visible. We can do this layer off by using the command window also. The command is lay off. Just click on enter and then if you click on this text, see, it will go off. Next, again we can use the same command and then we can just switch off this columns also. Now if you see, the columns are also not visible now. And go to here, see, all the layers are switched off. This also we can switch it off. And if you look into this drawing, we only have the drawing. So now select all the objects and then go here, create a new layer called arc, that is architectural drawing. DWG you can put, architectural drawing. So the new layer has been created. Now you can just select this one and go to here, the architectural drawing we have. So we have now only this architectural drawing separate layer, column separate layer, text separate layer, and the doors and window numbers are separate layer. I'm going to use the command lay on to switch on the layers. Now all the layers we have got it. So this is how you have to use the layer on, layer off. And now let's see how we can use the command layer isolate. So the command is lay ISO. That means you can select the object. For example, I'm going to select the columns only and then enter. So that means all the layer will be off, only the layer whichever you want, that will be there. That means this command isolate the layers whichever you want. Now I have selected only the columns are there. Now I'm going to copy this, select all the columns and then take this copy command over here. So this is the copy command and then I'm going to take this outside. Now only the columns has been separated from the drawing. I have copied that for some reason. Okay, so now I'm going to switch on all the layers, lay on. See, all the layers has been switched on with columns and I have taken out the columns separately. So in this way, this layer options will be useful in the drawing, like whatever the objects we want separately, we can take it out without disturbing the other objects. Now if you go to this layers tab, there are so many layers, but we have only we have created new layers and we have put the objects under the new layers. Only 4 layers we have, right? So you have that question that so many layers are there, do we need to work with all the layers? So that is not required actually. We can do the command called purge. Pu is the shortcut, and purge, you can see here, purge. If you click on this, it will ask you to purge all. You can give this option, purge all. If you do this purge option, all the layers will be getting deleted, and we have to go to this layer option, and let's see why these other layers has not been deleted. We can delete this. I think this is in the current layer, so we cannot delete. Now we can delete. Again we can do and see the purge command. See, some objects we cannot delete because it is there in the drawing itself. You can see here, if I select this one, this layer cannot be purged because it is being used. So the used layers cannot be deleted because, see, I'm just this is a block. In AutoCAD there is an option called block. See, now I'll show you that also. If these columns are all single objects, now if you wanted to make all these columns into one group, you can drag and select all the columns like this and then use the command block. B is the shortcut, block command. So you can just give column, the block definition as column, and then give OK. Now if you click on this, all the columns will be selected. So in this way you can make the block, so that when you wanted to copy this columns to the architectural drawing or structural drawing or anywhere you want, you can make it as a single group. If you wanted to get out of this block, you can just click on this object and then click explode. The shortcut option is X. Explode is the command, and then just click on it. Now all the columns are in single objects only. So this way you can make block and then do the explode. Now if you see this door, it is a block. If you double click on this and then give OK, so this is now in the layer called door. Now you can change this one to architectural drawing, so that you can delete the layer called door. See, now it is changed. If you go and see, the door layer is there, and you can now give purge. Give purge. So this is now in architectural drawing only. I think now let's see whether we can delete this one or not. Better we can switch off all the layers, whatever we have created. Structural. See, now only we have got the architectural drawing. This one we can just give explode, so that nothing will be in the layer, in the block. See, everything got exploded now. Now we can select this whole object and then just put it in the layer architectural drawing. Now let's do purge command. See, now we can purge all. So many layers got reduced. Now let's see how we can delete the layer. This one we can. This is the block now. Explode it. If you check, some of the other will be in block. So that is why it is showing all the layers. Just go to this, select this, and then put it under architectural drawing. So now go to this and then select. See, now you can delete these layers. Before that you have to purge command. Give purge all. See, we have reduced many layers now. Switch on this one, you will be getting this. So now we are left with the few layers only. The layers which we want is this window and door, text, and structural columns and architectural drawing. Remaining 3 layers we need to delete. Go to this option and let's try deleting this. It is not getting deleted because it is showing some warnings like layers 0 and def points, current layer, layers containing object, and X reference dependent layers cannot be deleted. That means some blocks will be defined under this layer. So let's close this one and then let's go to this command. Give the command lay delete. LAYDEL is the shortcut option. Give enter. It will ask you to select object or layer to delete. Let's click on this name and here we can select this architectural drawing, sump tank, architectural drawing. Okay, first let's select this one and then delete. Give OK. So it is asking you are about to delete layer architectural joint which is referenced in block. As I told you, it is referenced in somewhere in the drawing in block. All the object on this layer will be deleted and the reference to block will be redefined. Give S. So you go to this layer property, so that layer got deleted. Now again let's do the same thing. Lay del, give S and then select the name and let's delete this sump tank. Give OK. Now the layers got deleted. Only we have these 4 layers. See, architectural drawing. I'm just switching off this. The architectural layer is off now. Next I'm going to switch off the structural column and text. See, you are left with only door and window. You switch it on, all the layers will be there. So this is how you have to use the layers and layer settings. I hope you all learned about how we can manage with the layer properties and layer setting. So that's all about this video. Let's meet in the next lecture.